Hey y'all, I'm Dominique Green and I'm here with Fairy Tale Crochet Creations. I had to think about that name for a minute there since I changed it. And we're up for another market vlog. So this market was the same one as, sad to say, but my last market vlog that I had and the last video that I had before I went on a very long hiatus. But yeah, I was back at the Army birthday celebration. This year I think was the 449th. I could be wrong on that, but it's up there, and next year, I know it ends with the 50, but, or it ends with the 30. I don't know. I'm confused. Well, I'm always confused. Sad to say. But this one, I will say, was not as good as it was last year. But I do have my notebook like always. Yes, it's my penguin one with all my stickers on it. And what we got is a page and 2. Well, 3. But I sold 43 items. And I got 2 custom orders. One for a red chicken and one for a Hedwig and a Mario, which I'm working on right now. I just have to do the scarf on the Hedwig and then a lot on that Mario. It is a super complicated pattern, but as I digress, I got those. So those are not included in what I made at this market. That goes in my spreadsheet as custom orders. So that will not be included with the 43 items that were sold on this market. But I sold quite a bit different items. I always have this tally sheet as well as my sale sheet, so I can easily mark off everything in my spreadsheet and easily inventory and all that for future markets, so I don't have to go through all my inventory, which, as you guys have seen, I got a butt ton of. Right now I'm about 8,000 in inventory, which for this market coming up is not close enough to what I need. But that's a story for another time, which would actually be next market in a couple days actually. But with what sold at this event, I sold 2 weighted sunflower turtles, or flower turtles. I make them in different colors and all that. 4 of my small bees, 2 of my Mom Stitch Eddie bunnies, 5 of my Parfait Chunky no-sew turtles, 2 stingrays, 4 triceratops, 2 little yetis, which are a new pattern for me, 3 squeaking goose, 2 chibi Cthulhus, which are one of my new patterns coming out in the next few weeks or so, 1 fish keychain, 2 wolf pups, 2 chibi Mothman, and that's a pattern that I just released actually, 1 fox pup, 2 squeaking whale, 1 of my big Mothman, 2 mushy keychains, 1 chicken keychain, 2 bee keychains, 1 regular weighted turtle, and that's the same pattern as my sunflower turtle, I just don't put the flowers on it, 1 mini mushy boy, and 1 toothless. So this is my toothless. I just made up a bunch, but it's a mod to the Astro the Dragon. But, really, Core? Who are you barking at? That's it. Sorry about that. Core just decided to start barking, and he's still barking a little bit. We're still adjusting to apartment living right now, but there we go. He's going back to sleep. So that was all 43 items that I sold. What I was able to sell out of were my squeaking goose, my wolf pup, my fox pups, and my bee keychains, as well as the toothless. And that toothless is a story, but that will be after I do the money section. So I was able to sell $854.15. Last year, I believe it was 12,000, 14,000. Actually, I got my computer right here. Let me check real quick. Sorry if you see the shaking. My stand is on my computer right now. Let's see. Income. Redstone birthday. I made $1,450.15. Well, I still kept that 15 cents, but this was about, let's see, basic math, 6,000 less than last year, which is what it is. I've noticed that a lot of people are cutting down on their want spending, but it is what it is. And looks like last year my booth fee was $25. This year my booth fee was $30, which I will spend a good penny for that location and that event, because I know the past 2-3 years I've made over $500, which is usually my minimum okay goal. But next year should be better with sales, since it is a big one, and they'll have the paratroopers jumping, or is it the airborne? That's something, but they'll have the jumpers from the airplane with the POW flag and all of that, which they had on the first time that I went, and it is awesome to watch them and all that. But they didn't have that this year, unfortunately, but they still had the fireworks and all of that. And I'm squirreling again. Lord, my brain cannot stay in one spot. But then I also had square fees of $17.12, which brought my overall total to $807.03. So it's decent enough to where, yes, I'll go back. Even though I now live in West Virginia, I'll still go back to Alabama to do that event. And it gives me some more time to spend at home, seeing all my friends and all that. But yeah, I'm definitely going back. So my partner's parents and his niece and nephew showed up. They got one of my no-so turtles, and I think it was the wolf pup. And then I also gave them my weighted lamb, and the other one got a weighted bear as just a little present from me. But yeah, they showed up for a little bit. My mom was helping me, and my dad stopped by for a little bit afterwards. He brought us some Earth and Stone pizza, which is the best pizza ever. And yeah, they finally got meat, so that's another huge step. But my partner stayed up here in West Virginia while I went down, and I took Cora with me, got to see Nova. We played a little bit. Nova got sick, so she had to go to the vet on the Monday before I had to drive back up. It's a lot. If it's not one thing, it's the other thing. So she went to the vet. I saw my old coworkers and boss, which was really nice. And yeah, but the story about the toothless. So my dad has, I don't want to say a crush, but he is obsessed with toothless. The first one I made was my Nova the No-So Croc, and I did that in sparkle yarn with a red tail and all of that. He got that. Then I made the giant toothless with the posable tail and everything that took me way too long to make, but oh my god, it's amazing. He really wanted that, but my mom wouldn't let him get that one. So I sold that last year. And then for Christmas, I got him one of those 3D printed toothlesses. So he has that one. And then when I was at my craft fair, I had one of these toothless just hanging around my booth. And for some reason, he didn't see toothless saying on the tippy top of my pile of stuff that I was tagging when I was home, because I brought everything, tagged everything in the living room while I watched Bridgerton with my mom. And he somehow did not see this little guy sitting right on the top, but at the craft fair, he was probably there for a good 2 hours before he looked on top of my crates and saw this little toothless. And when I didn't sell the toothless at the end of the show, I was packing up everything. I put toothless in my totes to pack into the car, and not even 2 minutes later, I turned around. My dad was depositing the money for this guy into my bank account, and toothless was his. So that's what happened with the little toothless. These little guys, I hand painted the eyes. All I do is a green glitter and then a black paint on the back of them to make them stand out. There is a posable wire in them, so he can hold his tail up and all that. But yeah, this is the astro pattern that I've been obsessed with, and very easy. What I managed to do was I changed it up a little bit to where I crochet in the little head gills, I crochet the bottom, and then I tack it down on the back. And then I also crochet in all the legs, and I just tack them down again. So all I really have to do is sew on the wings and the tail, and then obviously tacking down all the pieces, and then the little eye divots that I sew in. But yeah, that's this little guy. And you can see on this other side of me, I was making up some more bunnies. This is the Mom Stitch A bunny, made with Big Twist plush, I believe it is. Yep. And I gave it a little pom-pom tail instead of the bobble stitch tail. So that is sewn in very well, not going nowhere. But yeah, that's all I got for today. I know it's very quick. I wasn't doing much of a market vlog throughout it. I'm still getting used to getting back in with these videos, but hopefully this next market I'll have a little bit more market prep recap. I'm about to do a mock setup for that, and I was able to get a lot done these past couple weeks. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video in a couple weeks. Well, hopefully no more than a week max, but yeah, thank you. Bye. Love you, Bubba.
Core. Who's you got? Who's you got?
Put face.